It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So glad y'all could join us for this game. Kate, Scott, and Brock Hewitt on the call for it, and we're expecting quite a bit of offensive gamesmanship, partner. Some veteran savvy out there. Both of our starting quarterbacks have spent quite a long time in this league, and they've got plenty of experience to show for it.
Yeah, I like the way you say that right there. Gamesmanship and veteran savvy. Father Time, he chases down these skilled guys. It's a game that's getting younger and younger, right? Because, well, it's hard to be as fast as you've been when you were a rookie. As a quarterback, you've got to use your years of experience. Both these guys have to play this game from the neck up and still play it at a high level.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. On the return, it's Kendre Miller. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. Leading them out in year 11. He's played 15 or more games every season in the league. A real Iron Man, Derek Carr.
One thing you can always trust about Carr is to give you a lot of games and a whole lot of numbers as a starter each and every season. He's just got a lightning quick release. I love watching him throw a football, but he's not gotten a lot of chances at postseason moments. And time is not on his side.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Carr now on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Carr off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Carr with it on 1st. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Carr throwing on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And leading them out in his 13th season out of Michigan State is Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade has started in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him hopes the final chapters of his career will contain some of those.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Cousins' first play is going to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Cousins. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Cousins out of the pistol here. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. He's got a gain of 6 there. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air, Cousins. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's brought down for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. This New Orleans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. One of the tight ends in motion left. Trying again, following the sack. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Sending the tight end in motion left. They go play action with Khan. Gets this to Johnson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Putting the tight end in motion. They run it from the gun with Kamara. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Into the hands of Olave. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Carr here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the shotgun, Carr. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing again. It's Carr. Has close. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. It kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Carr setting to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints go up 6-0 here in the first. Chris Olave with the touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast, trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Falcons, nothing.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Avery Williams on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Falcons taking the field for their 2nd drive. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 36. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Play action now for Cousins. Into the hands of Pitts. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back to throw, Cousins. He'll get this complete to Pitts.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Robinson. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 23. They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Got a man, it's Drake London. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Robinson is in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Young Hui Koo on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. To kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Miller on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. Completed over the middle. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 32. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 1. He finds Johnson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 from the 41. Running behind center with Kamara. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Carr off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Give on 2nd to Kamara. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw, Carr. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints break the tie here in the 1st. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
Yeah, I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st.
Falcons 7.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Pitts brings it in. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Alontae Taylor making the stop. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They have 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, Cousins. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a 4-yard run. Wow, it leaves him just a yard short on 4th down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. The Saints and Derek Carr about ready to get back to work. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Carr. This is complete to Olave. And he'll get it up to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. They kick the running back in motion. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Running back sent in motion. Connects with Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. That one's complete, right side. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A tight end in motion now. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 13-point lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
Falcons 7.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Moore going in motion left. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down throw for Cousins. It's into the hands of Mooney. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Cousins now. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons chunk the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Saints ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Carr here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Gets this to Johnson. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain. It's
Kamara on 3rd down. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Carr. Finds the in route, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Carr with it on first. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Back to the air, Carr. Looking right, and he finds him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing again, it's Carr. To the outside and complete to Olave. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Kamara running out of the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. First and goal, here's Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 13-point lead. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
Falcons 14.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Falcons and this running back headed back out for a new series. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Really gay there on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
And he'll get it up to the 44. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
3rd and long, it's Cousins. Stays in the pocket. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Bradley Pinion on now to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The Saints headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Carr now on 1st and 10. Olave with the catch. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Carr back to throw. Kamara's got it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing his Carr. Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Carr to the air now. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Kamara gets it. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. David Onyemata there for the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Working out of the gun, it's Carr. He finds Johnson. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Carr. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. A run now with Kamara. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. So a crazy 1st half has finally reached the 2-minute warning. The Saints with a chance to add to their lead. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here's Carr. He's got Shaheed. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Connects with Johnson. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
One of the tight ends motioning right. Carr setting to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. It's a New Orleans touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21.
Falcons 14.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. That one hits for 30. And the Falcons will have a first.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First down throw for Cousins. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Now Cousins again. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons chop some of the lead off before the half. Drake London with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons get it back to a 14-point game. To kick it away, here's Pinion. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. So at halftime, the Saints fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Reports. For the Saints, this is why they signed him. They got a strong performance from their quarterback, Derek Carr. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Finds London on the slant. At the 20. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Miller on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And the type of game that he has been putting together, wow, we're going to see some of these highlights now, Brock, and I expect a lot of times over the next week, too. He has thrown this offense to the end zone time and again. What a showing. This is one of the elite games that we have seen from him. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Carr here from the gun. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Groupie to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
Falcons, 1 game.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To the air, Cousins. Got a man, it's London. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 31. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Now Cousins on 3rd and short. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He gets 6 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here's 2nd and 2. Finds his target, Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. That's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So out now comes the punter. And he's been getting all of it every time out. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And all the touchdowns are sure going to catch some eyes around the league, but sure not unexpected for those of us who saw how well he was throwing it back when he got his first couple of scores.
Yeah, and if anything, he's only continued to improve and play better as this defense tried and failed to find any way to slow him down.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Escapes a defender. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
He breaks the tackle, and that's good for a gain of 5. Play made there by Clark Phillips. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
From the shotgun, Khan. Olave with the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Now a run with Kamara. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bobbled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. 2nd and 10 now. Hits his running back. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This is complete to Olave. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning left. They go play action with Khan. This one's caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Throwing again, it's Carr. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. Touchdown, New Orleans! From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game. And now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21.
Falcons 28.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Robinson. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. He's going deep. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So that brings up 4th and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Another run for Kamara. Up the sideline, past the 40. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They've got 1st down from the 31. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. A.J. Terrell making that stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Running back sent in motion left. From the 27. This is reeled in by Kamara. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
From the red zone now. Gets this to Johnson. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing his car. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. And it's one of the records that's always there lurking in the back of your mind whenever a QB's having a really good game, right, partner? And we're just fortunate that we were here to finally see it fall. He's the first ever to throw 8 touchdowns in a single game. Well, with that score right there, Brock, he has reached one of the pinnacles of playing quarterback here in the NFL. The most touchdown passes in a single game.
And I can promise you, after this game, he's going to do... I remember Peyton and Marvin having a back and forth after breaking a record. Neither of them wanted the ball because they knew it took all of them. And I promise you, after the game at the podium, he'll say the same thing today. It's his name in the record book, but this is an offensive explosion for a day.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
2nd and 3 now. Play action now for Cousins. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That one gains 7. And the Falcons will have a first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Going right side, Robinson with it. Down the sideline to the 45. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light, well, on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
That's brought in by Mooney. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Shaheed now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Carr off the play fake. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Carr throwing on 3rd. Gets this one to Shaheed. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Falcons will have plenty of work to do on their next drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Chase Young bringing him down there. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 19. That one's complete to London. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Falcons football, but here in the 4th, that lead might be too much to overcome. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down throw for Cousins. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, Cousins. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Now Cousins again. And a man is there to knock that away.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
First down from the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons get it back to a 14-point game. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Shaheed now to return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The visitors send running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They kick the running back in motion. That's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion pushes him past Norm Van Brocklin for the most passing yards in a game in NFL history. The mark of 554 yards that stood resolute since back in 1951, and 7 decades later, someone has finally topped it. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Olave with the catch. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Carr. Throw caught at the 6. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
They'll run with Kamara. Is across the line for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21.
Falcons 42.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The home teams and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First and 10 now from the 30. Cousins. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
On first and 10, it's Cousins. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's good. 4 off the Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. That's brought in by Mooney. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Saints' 36-yard line.
Second and 3 now. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Along the sideline, and Pitts brings it in. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Cousins. Into the hands of Pitts. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Coup on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons get it back to a 14-point game. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Shaheed now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Gets this to Johnson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Give on 2nd to Kamara. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Carr here from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's good for 7 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Carr with it on 1st. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's 2nd and 5. Gets this one to Shaheed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Motioning left is their running back. Carr now on 1st and 10. Able to get it to Moreau. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. They motion the tight end over. Kamara running out of the gun. He's within striking distance. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints have likely locked up the win right there. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock, and help out that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, looks like they want another look at this one. The play going to be reviewed by our officials, making sure they got this one right. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
Well, how'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll run the toss to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21.
70. Falcons 49.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
First down throw for Cousins. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front ready to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Now Cousins again. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Out of the gun, Cousins. He has the first over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
First and 10, here's Cousins. Caught near the goal line. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons get it back to a 14-point game. the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Running behind center with Kamara. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the shotgun, Carr. Jukes one defender. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Second and 3 now. Kamara gets it. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Running right, it's Kamara. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Call it 1 yard there. Tough sledding the last couple of runs. It's 4th and 2. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21.
Falcons 56.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. You know, Brock, I'm going to admit a little bit of surprise here. As pass-heavy as this league has become, that this record isn't at least challenged a little more often. But finally, just like that, someone has conquered it.
And now, Kate, now there is a new single-game record for everyone to chase when it comes to those passing yards. I know as a former quarterback, we love seeing this record challenge. We want to see just how high people will take it in the future. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins again. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Able to get it to Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. So this a win on the road for the Saints. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Saints as we say goodbye from Atlanta.